Today we are going to talk about my first job. My first job. When did I start working? So this was like I think during my school days. My father was had a severe health issue, and we had to like buy medicines very often. And I was the person who used to go to buy medicine. And even very often, my father used to come with me, and we got really friendly with the medical shop person. I was like doing my 10th grade in Central School, Kendriya Vidyalaya Central School, Devlali. My father was working in Devlali. Was in the defense accounts. So every 3 4 years we moved from one city to one state or one place to other. I did some schooling in Bangalore, some in Devlali, some in Pune, Dehu Road. Many schools I did. In 10 years I studied in I think 5 6 schools. So I really scored very less marks in the 10th grade. I think 54% or something like that. Because it was not that I was very bad in studies or I was not understanding how the subjects were, or it was because I think I was very careless, and I was more focused on my, like as I mentioned, my father was sick and I was doing a lot of things related to the house, day to day things which my father used to do. I used to go for shopping, and again I think I could have done better if I has had uh, planned properly, or I don't know, I just took that as an excuse, and I was not much interested in learning some subjects, especially the history, geography and all. I was good in mathematics, science, and finally I got only 54%. And all my because those days, no, it's like compared with all the cousins, and most of my cousins used to get first class or distinctions, and I was like not even a first class. So my parents were also very upset, but they could understand that I was spending a lot of time, or I was not focusing on my studies properly. And anyway, I was never scolded by my parents or anything. And this pharmacy thing, the medical shop thing, this medical shop name is the drug store, and the owner of that medical shop was Philip, Mr. Philip, and his brother Albert. Both of them used to be there in the pharmacy, and we were few people. And it was like started in 1940s actually by his father. It was like an iconic shop. I really would want to visit that place, but I heard that that shop is no longer there. Uh, Definitely, I'll be planning a trip to Devlali very soon. I'm trying very hard to get some time. I need 10 15 days, so I'll do that at least in 2024. That's one of my goals for this year, travel goals. So I got interested in this medicines things, and I got an admission for diploma in pharmacy. And as like the 10th result came, my father asked this pharmacy person whether my son can come here and work, do some practice. He's planning to do pharmacy. So he just told, okay, I'll tell you. And after 2 days he told, okay, you he can come. So I used to go few hours a day, and first thing what he gave me was like told me to clean the bottles, look at the labels, read the expiry dates, and if something is near expiry, to keep it separately. So that's, I didn't understand that properly also, but I started doing what he was telling, and I was very much interested in working because I could see people coming with prescriptions. I was trying to learn to read the prescriptions and learn about medicines, and that was actually my first job. I didn't get salary after 1 month, 2 months. After 3 months, I was paid 250 Indian rupees by the owner. He gave me in an envelope, and I gave that to my mother. Uh, and in fact, I continued working throughout my studies. The diploma in pharmacy. See, I used to leave home at like almost 4 a.m. from my home. We used to stay in a place called Garden City. It was that British buildings and all, where British houses actually. And from Garden City, I used to use my bicycle to reach Devlali camp, keep my cycle there in front of the drugstore. There's a post office. I used to keep my bicycle there and take my first bus to Nasik Road. From Nasik Road, I used to take my second bus to Dwaraka bus stand, Panchoti, Dwaraka. And from Dwaraka, it was 3 kilometers walk for me to the college. It used to take almost like I used to reach around 6:30 to my college because my classes start at 7 a.m. and I cannot be late. So that was my first job, and that job I continued during my entire pharmacy studies. Even exams times I used to take the break, but I could like come back. I reach Devlali camp by say 3:30 in the evening. 2-3 hours I'll work there. 6 o'clock I'll return home and do my studies. And to be very frank, that was the time I realized that why I should study and what are the importance of studying. Till then, like till my 10th standard, I used to study for my parents actually, because I remember that when my father or mother would walk into the place where we don't have separate rooms or something. I used to sit in the drawing room and study. So when I hear their footsteps, no, I used to start reading something or something like that to show them that I am studying. But when I started pharmacy, I was really working hard. I did, I think, the best I did, and I got really good marks. In fact, I got good rank also in the from the university. I studied in a college called IIPT, Institute of Industrial and Pharmaceutical Technology, in Nasik. It was in the Agra Road. I don't know, everything is changed now. So it was a good experience, my first job. And when I completed my pharmacy, I got the registration as pharmacist from the Pharmacy Council of Maharashtra. I was again appointed as a pharmacist in that same shop, and I worked there till I was in Devlali. And I was always welcomed by the owners because I really worked good for them. I basically was not working for a really salary, but I used to get some money, good money actually, to take care of my expenses. That's what I started earning, and my pocket money things were taken care by myself from the age of 14. And from the age of 19, I was like into full-fledged business. I started my pharmacy. I'll talk about that in a separate video. I think I made a video earlier also. So what I feel is, see, if you are able to do something and make some money and take care of your expenses, you would get into, you would understand the importance, or you will value the money what you are making. Because sometimes what happens is, when kids, I'm not blaming the kids or anything, sometimes when the kids uh, get money, like unlimited money from the parents, they don't understand how this money is earned. Mm, so I know many parents who work really hard, sacrifice everything for their kids, and there are situations that okay, they do it for the sake of their kids, and they get happiness in that. It's not that they are forced to do that. You have a choice. You can, as a parent, you can decide how much you should spend for your kid and how much you should spend for yourself. But I see many parents, like, they overdo things. They think more about the kids' future, and they sacrifice everything in their life. And when they are quite old and the kids become independent, they leave and go for their future. Because one thing we should understand, that kids should be free to go and do whatever they want to do. Don't do anything expecting that your kid would be with you to look after you during your old age. Plan your old age now itself, and otherwise it would be regretting, or it may be sad. And we should never hold our kids to uh, stop them from doing things which they love to do. That's very important. So that's all for now. Bye. Take care.